I didn't think he was sitting curveball. First pitch, I've only thrown like 6 of them all year. I think it was a terrible pitch. Like I said, it's the first pitch, trying to get a strike with it, and he hit it well. So.
What were you battling tonight? I know command, obviously, but what were you fighting with your mechanics or whatever?
I think part of the problem was I was thinking about mechanics too much, and I let that get in my head. And I don't think my mentality was as good as it needed to be. It cost me. I've been working on some stuff mechanically since last week, and I was feeling better, but I was thinking about it too much instead of just being aggressive, working on strike one. And I got out of that a little bit. I was falling behind a lot. Just not a good night.
Was the mechanical stuff involved just with one pitch, or was it overall mechanical with all your pitches?
More overall.
But did you take any solace out of the fact that you did keep the team close, you did get out of that inning without any further damage, and the team still had a chance to win the game?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a positive to take away. It could have gotten way out of hand in the third. I was able to limit it to 2. Like I said, good defense behind me, picking me up a lot. Yeah, it's just frustrating, though, because I feel like if I'd been a little sharper, could have been a different game. So that's frustrating, but like I said, it could have been worse. I guess that's a positive.
Hey, Jonathan, we were just talking with Gardy, and he had some higher praise for what Shane Bieber was able to do tonight. From a hitter standpoint, when a guy is on the way he is tonight, what's the most challenging part of stepping into a batter's box when he has it going as good as he did?
Shane is really good pitcher. He's tough, and the hardest part is, because he throws strike and he throw ball that looks strike and go to ball too. So, and he can command all his pitches. So that's really tough, really tough when the pitcher can command all his pitches and hit the corner. It's got to make a really tough day, and we got to battle. And today, just take a cap off for him.
After he leaves the game, is there a change or is anything said in a dugout where, not saying Brad Hand is some pushover either, but once you get into, once he leaves the game, is there any discussion of a change in mood or like, hey, let's get this next guy or we have new life now?
Like when you face guys like that, you got to try to get them out of the game as soon as possible, so they're really good. And when they get out of the game, like you say, you can get your breather a little bit, and trying to get the next guy to come in and trying to get him and trying to score on off him.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thanks, Johnny. Our next question comes from Jason Beck from MLB.com.
Yeah, hi, Jonathan. You saw Bieber quite a bit last year. From what you saw today, is he even better this season than what you remember from last year?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's better than last year, because, he command all his pitches. Like I say, he was hitting the corner, his slider was working, his fastball, his cutter, everything was working for him. So I think from last year, this year, face him, I think people got better.
Was there anything, from going into the game plan that you guys had that he kind of blew up against you guys, just something, a different look he might have given?
We're just trying to attack him and trying to knock him out and trying to score run off him, and because he throws strike, like I say, he throws strike, and he throws like pitches that look like strike and go ball too, so it's a tougher bat against him, just trying to grind him and trying to score runs, and today you just got to take a cap off him for him, so he was really good today. Let's think about tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jason. Our next question comes from Chris McCoskey of the Detroit News.
Just one more on Bieber. He's the type of guy, if am I right or wrong, that you can't eliminate any pitches, right? Because he's got 5 of them and he commands them all.
Yeah, they're all good. They're all good. They're all like a plus pitch. So, he command his cutter, he command his fastball, he command his slider, and it's really good. It's really good pitch. He throw all for strike, and that's make it harder when he throw all for strike and can throw it for ball too. For
right.
Strike and for ball, they make it tough.
Crazy, but you got the double off him. How shocked were you that early in the game that Santana threw across the diamond?
I know Santana's really good first baseman, and Santana got good arm, but the ball hit that way, you got to go, and he threw a perfect throw and got me.
This team had some success early, and now you guys are dealing with a losing streak. what's the demeanor in the clubhouse? Where's the fight level at? Is there, do you guys need to kind of rally the younger guys right now because of this?
I mean, yeah, that's part of baseball. You know, we start good, and now we lose a couple of games, but we just gotta forget about today and trying to come back tomorrow and trying to win tomorrow. You know, and just gotta keep our head up, and like everybody feel down. You know, we've been losing 2 games, 3 games, but just gotta forget about it and come back fresh up tomorrow and start to win games again.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Or not, I don't see those until after the fact. And you look at the videos and we'll see, but it was tight both ways. He was just misfiring today, getting behind, but he's got such good stuff that he never really blew up. But I think 90-something pitches in 4 2/3 innings. It's just the game kind of dragged. Their guy was filthy and didn't go anywhere for a long time, and we still had our chance there at the end, which was kind of exciting. The guys kept playing, and we had an opportunity against their closer and just missed a couple of balls.
Ramirez in that 2-run inning, he jumped on a first pitch curveball after Turnbull had walked a couple. It's just bizarre that he would jump on that. It's only the second curveball he's thrown the whole game to that point. Does that not surprise you that he's just jumping and ambushing in that situation?
Well, you're looking at him, fighting the strike zone. So what always happens is the catcher says, let's just mix something just to get me over, curveball type of thing, and see what happens. Get a strike one on the guy if he can flip one over, and the guy ambushed him. That's basically it. He got it middle. If you'd have probably got it outer half of the plate, it probably would have been a pop-up, but he just drifted back to him.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. We'll go back to Johnny Kane from Fox Sports Detroit.
Sorry about that, Gardy. Like some audio issues over here. Hey, when you look at Shane Bieber, you guys have faced some really good pitchers this year, and maybe you don't compare them to a T, but how would you, if I asked you to compare him to what you have seen as far as his dominance today?
Well, I think the Cincinnati Reds starting staff was second to none, and this guy fits right in that category. He was absolutely dominating. He's got, an assortment of pitches, and he changes speeds really well. So, he's got a little bit of a hiccup in his windup where all of a sudden the ball just jumps out of nowhere. So he's a really good pitcher. We knew that coming in. You watch video of him, you see how much his ball moves, and he was really good. And, that's why he's ranked right up there at the top with stuff.
I remember when John Schreiber was first called up, and he was elated, obviously, last season to get the opportunity, and now it seems like he's really grown into, bona fide, major leaguer out there. What do you see from him, and where do you see his confidence level from, just in the outings you've seen so far?
Well, just some mechanical, differences. Baseball, through this COVID and everything, has given him a second chance to kind of figure some things out. That second, that spring training we were having, and then the second spring training. So, he's come back a different pitcher. Andy, some, little mechanical things with his hand on the ball, and he's gained confidence, and now he has full confidence in everything he's doing out there. And you're seeing, kind of what we saw when we first brought him up last year, a guy that we thought could do some things from underneath, with that kind of delivery, and he's really throwing well. We're really happy to see that. I'm sure he's feeling pretty good about himself. We put him in all kinds of situations because we trust him.
Thanks, Doug.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Johnny. Our next question comes from Jason Beck from MLB.com.
Yeah, hey, Gardy, piggybacking off of what Johnny was saying, you guys saw Bieber really good a couple times last year. I know it's one outing, but what did you see from him that might even be better at this point this season?
Well, he commands. I mean, he never really got himself in too much trouble, but he can really spin the ball. He can throw. He's got a great cutter off of his fastball, which is, his fastball's, 93, 94 miles an hour, and then he cuts it out of the same delivery, and it's really tough. We all watched the video, and we knew that was going to be one of those things, and we hung in there. We didn't give it up too awful much. Our starter, threw a lot of pitches and hung in there, 3 runs, and we almost got him at the end. But he's we knew that coming in, that this guy was going to be really good. He's one of the better ones.